Hey everybody, this is Jameson, and this is my 2010 writing year in review video. I thought I'd try it out on YouTube instead of just posting it to the blog. Basically, this year was kind of a bummer. I got very little written. In fact, I started no new stories, I finished no stories, and I submitted very little. Maybe 5 or 6 things I submitted in all, and those were all rejected except for the one for the time travel antho. But yeah, and overall I think maybe 5,000 words total written. So 2010 wasn't quite the year I was hoping it to be. 2009 was the year that I said I was going to give it my all and see if I could prove to myself that I could do it, and I did. I sold several stories in 2009. But 2010 came along, and I had to set writing aside to take care of some other projects and things going on. I had a lot of health issues last year, both myself and in the family. My shoulder, my wife had some health issues. Her mother and father were both in and out of the hospital several times, and her mother had a couple operations. The economy, work, it's been stressful. Has been quite as busy at work as it has been in years past, and so didn't get quite as much hours. That takes its toll on you. It frees up more time at home, but then just the fact that you're not as financially secure as you used to be, yeah, it kind of bums you out. You find yourself kind of lethargic and not having the desire to do too much of anything. And there was a lot of household projects this past year that needed work. The yard, got a new patio, the garage, the list goes on and on. So hopefully this year it's going to be better. I still check everybody's blogs, even though I have been rather quiet over the last several months. Aaron, Casey, Kate over in England, Barry, Natalie, Alan. Did I say Alan already? Danielle, BT down under. Am I leaving out anybody? I'm drawing a blank, so if I did, I apologize. And of course, we all miss Jamie. That was a tragedy. But this coming year, my goal for 2011 is just to be a little more consistent in writing. I'm not going to try to set any big, large goals of finish a novel or finish so many short stories. I just want to be consistent. After the last year I had, I just want to get to a point where I can write regularly each day, even if it's just 100 words. I want to be able to write each day. I really need to get those muscles moving again, because after going so long with writing so little, I could probably hardly construct a coherent sentence at this point. But just bit by bit, I need to keep going, and hopefully, as time goes on, it'll, write a little bit more each day, maybe, depending on the time, circumstances, and whatnot. But I want to try to get back into it. I still want to be a successful writer, and so just got to take it one step at a time. So that's my 2010 year in review, 2011 forecast. And as usual, once again this year I failed to read 50 books. I tried in 2009 and got about halfway. This past year I tried again and got a little bit more than halfway, I think. But time just hasn't allowed me to read as much as usual, because most of my reading I do on the job. Now that sounds bad, but my job involves a lot of sitting around waiting. I drive a truck, I drive a fuel truck, so I have to wait in line at the loading rack to get loaded. So when I'm waiting in line, I read. Once I'm loaded and I'm at the delivery point, when the fuel is pumping off, I read. A lot of waiting involved. So when I'm on that, I got a lot of time to read. When work's been slow, they move me over to the oil truck, which is a completely different animal. So that gives me no time to read. So hopefully this year, I have been on the fuel truck more and more. Economy's picking back up a little bit. We're getting a little more busier, and as a result, it gives me more time to read. So hopefully I can. So that's it. I'm beginning to ramble and repeat myself, which is a sure sign of not being prepared ahead of time. and the dog is giving me the weird look, so I'm going to go for now, but stay tuned for further updates on writing and babbling on about the world of publishing and horror and sci-fi and all that kind of stuff. So hope you tune back in at some point, and thanks for watching, everybody. Oh, and did I forget to mention Mercedes? Yes, I still read your blog too, Mercedes, and I still remember that shark.